Walid Sidani, CEO, and Ahmad Idris, Deputy CEO of Abu Dhabi National Insurance Company. Many congratulations on winning Insurance Company of the Year in the Middle East.
Thank you so much for this beautiful and prestigious award. It's great to have received this for the second consecutive year, and this is a true acknowledgement of the effort of the entire organization and the brand of ADNIC. I can tell you World Finance is playing its part in ensuring that there's a greater awareness of insurance in the Middle East through your readership and through your recognition of insurance as a sector. So we thank you so much, and we look forward to continuing our relationship in the future.
We thank you at World Finance for this initiative and for the interest you have taken in putting more light on our business and presenting this to ADNIC for the second year. This is a nice acknowledgement for the hard work, like Walid said, of our team, and we will be working hard further to receive it for the third time next year, hopefully.
Change is the only constant in business, so how is ADNIC changing to meet the demands of the market?
Well, we started changing back in 2008. I was actually part of that wave of change. I believe the government and the board of directors recognized that it was important for a company with the stature and history of ADNIC, which is in the business around 38 years, to change. And that started with the rebranding of the organization in 2009. That was a very clear indication that change was coming, and that change is in fact parallels the changes that are happening in the United Arab Emirates. The dynamics and the topography of insurance in the UAE is certainly changing. Today we have 59 insurance companies in the UAE. Half of those companies are multinational companies. The other 28 or 29 are local insurance companies. With that, also about 7 or 8 Takaful or Islamic insurance companies. So certainly the demographics of insurance is changing, coupled with a significant economic growth. Today, the UAE is experiencing 3% GTB, plus the size of the insurance market today is about 20 billion dirhams, or approximately $6 billion. So certainly, ADNIC is posed for the change, and it welcomes such change.
Yeah, I would add also that in addition to the fast growing population, the sophistication also is growing in the market. And with the sophistication comes also the changing needs for the customers. And also with that comes different and higher expectations. And ADNIC realized that at each given time, we need to watch the prevailing market conditions and challenges as it changes. So we always take proactive initiatives to meet the changing expectations of our existing as well as the potential customers of ADNIC.
Let's look at the figures. Net profits of 52 million dirhams last year, that's around $14 million in tough market conditions. How would you assess your performance?
Well, I'd like to start looking at the future first. I think the performance of the company will only get better and stronger as the quarters and years come. We have a 5-year strategic plan that looks at very aggressive and sustainable growth. And the point here I want to focus on is whether it's earnings or revenue, it's about sustainability. ADNIC is very keen on having a sustainability model, which is in fact parallels what the Abu Dhabi government vision of 2030 is all about. It's about sustainable leadership. Now, the 52 million dirhams is a reflection of the economic conditions that companies faced in 2009. However, we're very optimistic about the future. And part of that is because the company recognized that that's what was going to be the profitability of the company. We took some very aggressive but very important steps through our accounting and insurance methodology in the company to ensure we continuously meet and are operating within the structure of international financial reporting. So transparency and compliance with IFRS standards is very critical to the company, and we're very much posed to make sure that we satisfy our obligations to, of course, our local shareholders, but also the partnerships that we have internationally. So we believe that 2010 will be a better year than in 2009, and certainly 2011 will be better than 2010.
I agree with Walid on this, that the bad news that came from the ADNIC investments in the equity market is behind us now, and we took prudent decisions to protect our balance sheet in taking adequate provisions to the impairment. Going forward, we believe that we will be doing better. I agree with Walid on this, especially in 2011.
And it's not just a self-portrait. I mean, we look at the rating agencies, both S&P and AM Best, and in fact, S&P had upgraded ADNIC to a positive outlook, from stable to positive, still with an A- rating, which is very strong. And same thing with AM Best. We were rated as A, which is excellent, with a stable outlook. So you have two global rating agencies recognizing ADNIC and its positive outcome in 2010. But more importantly, the outlook is very positive, and that's in line with the board of directors' vision, the management vision, and the momentum that all 440 employees of the company have today.
And an upgrade in this market is really something.
Absolutely, absolutely. Considering a lot of the companies, not just in the Middle East, I think globally, significant companies, over 70%, I was told, that were downgraded or maintained their rating as of 2009. So to get an upgrade, even in the outlook today, is a very strong validation that ADNIC is a reliable insurer.
So how would you summarize ADNIC's strategic vision?
Today's vision for ADNIC is to be the reliable insurer of choice in the MENA region, the Middle East, North Africa. And with that, we have been empowered and in fact mandated by the board of directors to ensure that the business model is focused on sustainable leadership in everything we do. And you have to have a strong team to lead. So we've been focusing significantly on ensuring that we have the right talent, we are acquiring the right talent, and we are maintaining the right talent in the organization to make sure that that drive is sustainable, and the viewpoint on risk and risk management is there to make sure that we're competitive in the marketplace.
In summary, it is to become the leading insurer and the employer of choice in the MENA region.
And you're investing in modernization. What form is that taking?
It's a phased approach that we've taken to modernization. Like everything we've done in the company has not been revolutionary, it's been an evolutionary process. It's focused on giving the company a facelift. This is a 30-year-old institution with 11 branches and offices across the UAE. So we've been upgrading our facilities, our infrastructure. But I want to emphasize that it's not just been on the cosmetic appearance of the organization. We've been focusing significantly on investing in technology and investing specifically on changing of the mindset, because today risk and how we perceive risk from an ERM perspective is different than what the company looked at it 2008 and 2007. So with that, the modernization has been focused on process improvement, introducing innovation to the organization.
We have worked in parallel on various fronts when it comes to modernization to make sure that we don't miss out on any aspect of modernization. We started by rebranding the company in 2008, and we followed that by the complete facelift of the offices. We worked also on the modernizing the business environment that we live in ADNIC to make sure that we are able to retain the talents required to execute on this mission and to attract more talents as and when required.
So following on from that, how do you operate in what is a competitive market for talent?
Sure. We've been focusing a lot on talent acquisition and retention. And I think a big change that has happened in the company has been the adoption of a very transparent and authentic performance management culture. Now, what that means is that it's a pay performance culture that is driven by, as Ahmad earlier mentioned, a scientific approach and methodology to looking at individual performance and team performance. With that, we've established specific goals and objectives on a department level to ensure that we meet our 5-year strategic plan. Significant investment has occurred on the training and development side. In fact, we quadrupled our training and development budget in 2009, while many companies at that time were downsizing or reducing their investment in training and development. We felt that it was the right time to develop our people.
Post the financial crisis, ADNIC decided that we have to concentrate, in addition to our core business and in addition to aggressively maintaining our market position, we decided to invest on housekeeping in terms of investment in training and development and all other aspects of strengthening our company.
So how does the real progress you've made on innovation and modernization extend to the customer experience?
Well, you know, with customer expectations on the rise, the customer experience has to become more seamless, more efficient. And we've been focusing on ensuring that the access to ADNIC products and services are happen on an easier basis. So we're investing a lot on technology that allows for that, specifically on bank assurance, because today in the UAE we have about 46 banks. So we believe that having a B2B2C model will certainly help give the consumer access to our products and services. But also it's more practical in terms of even the way that we've established our branches. In fact, when we go back to the UAE, we're going to be set to launch another branch in Dubai. So it'll be the second branch that we operate in Dubai. And the difference, to put this in perspective about how we're trying to address customers' expectations, is we've had a branch in Dubai for the last 30+ years. Now, this new branch is a little bit different. Today, this new branch is right on the main highway. It's on the ground floor. You have ample parking. You have customer service, front desk meeting and greeting the customer. So that kind of shift towards the expectation of the customer experience is becoming more at the heart of how we operate as an organization.
In fact, all the steps we have taken on modernization and innovation were centered around customer satisfaction. We realized that the customer is becoming more and more demanding, and we wanted to make sure that the customer can have various ways of accessing our services. The development in IT provides more solutions that enable ADNIC to offer more distribution channels in front of our customers to access our services. And we have done a lot on that front.
Right, with the technology, actually, it helps us establish points of sale, so you don't have to have a full-fledged branch in a vicinity to serve the customer. And of course, e-commerce is playing a more significant role, and we've, in fact, in 2009, launched 2 products that are web-based products, if you will. Very simple, very consumer-friendly products that you can purchase online, and they focus on travel and medical insurance. And we believe that's going to be the trend going forward. And again, it's about the changing landscape of the customer experience, and ADNIC is there to make sure that we fulfill that expectation.